The other day, I had a meeting and somebody asked me a very interesting question. They asked me, who is your target audience when it comes to the counseling, my counseling project? What type of clients do you want to attract? And this has been a question that has been lingering in my mind for the past months. But the answer is quite simple. Everybody. Absolutely everybody. The thing is, you never stop developing yourself. No matter the age, no matter how financially successful you might be, or you might be in your physical top peak shape, if you're focusing on one area or aspect of your life, make no mistake, you will disregard to an extent the other areas, right? What are the main areas? From the top of my mind, maybe I could say fitness, finance, relationships, self-esteem, when it comes to emotional value of yourself, right? How do you deal with your emotions? We all have emotions. And if you're so focused in one area, you will disregard one of the other areas. For example, people that are extremely into fitness, in general, they're so into fitness that they're not reading as much as they probably could, or they're not working on their social circles because, let's face it, they're in the gym 24/7, right? Every weekend they're in the gym. That's too much. I mean, it's okay to have goals and to just dive yourself into them, but understand that you're always developing yourself constantly, and if you focus on one area, the other areas will suffer. Now, everybody in this earth has personal development in a sense of, you decide how much development you want to do for yourself, right? But sometimes, oh, I'm going to contradict myself. Sometimes you don't get to decide because life puts you in a situation where you just have to pull through, and that makes you stronger, that makes you wiser, that makes you better as a person, more whole, and you end up becoming more complete, right? You develop yourself due to a situation. The personal development that I'm talking about is when you decide you want to intentionally develop one of your areas in your life, whether it's fitness, your mind, develop your perspective, emotional intelligence, your social circles, your relationship with your partner. You really get to decide and say, all right, I'm going to work on this punctually, and I'm going to see and progress throughout the days, weeks, and months, an evident progress where I can really say to myself, all right, I am better at managing my relationships or fitness. I look and feel much better than I did 6 months ago. An evident progress because the intention was there to develop yourself, right? So both types of personal development are very valid. They're both very substantial. The thing is, when you decide to use personal development, you can actually see the progress. It's more tangible, right? That's the only thing. Now, you are never truly fully developed. Never. Some people, we've all heard about reaching your peak, right? Your physical peak, or your intellectual peak, or I don't know, or your social peak, where you're so likable and you're the life of the party and everybody wants a piece of you, right? But you are never fully developed. This is an ongoing journey, right? Life is personal development, and once you get the hang of it, it becomes much clear. It becomes very clear that you almost get addicted to it, but it's a healthy addiction. Now, it's we must never fall into extremes, but a healthy addiction in the sense of, if you're gonna be addicted to something, because we're all vulnerable, we can all get addicted to things, then why not be addicted to personal development, right? Bettering yourself. Now, there are two approaches. Like I said, you can focus on one aspect of your life and develop it, or you can be diverse and develop 2, 3, 4, 5 areas of your life at the same time. Both approaches are very valid, in my opinion. Now, for example, relationships. Everyone has relationship issues, or has had, or will have. So this is one aspect, one example I can give you of constant, constant development. You can look back at your past relationship and say to yourself, what worked and what didn't work? What can I do better with my partner, with my future partner? What aspects of myself did I like in that relationship, and what aspects of myself I didn't like? That's introspection, right? Very important. It's one of the things I'm a big proponent of introspection, of how valuable it can be. So everybody deals with relationships. Everybody. And I'm not just talking about your partner relationship, relationships in your job, right? With your boss, with your peers, colleagues, with your friends, with your family, all types of relationships. It doesn't have to be your sentimental or sexual relationship, right? It can be any type of relationship. And the other thing is confidence. Now, confidence comes and goes. That's a fact. Nobody is 100% confident all the time. And it's okay. It's okay. In fact, I would argue you have to have moments of doubt. You have to have those inquiries in yourself where you really doubt yourself. You don't know what your path is. Your confidence is low, so then you can regain your confidence by knowing exactly who you want to be and what you're working towards. So yeah, confidence it comes and goes, and I think that is something we can all work on. Confidence. Everybody doubts themselves. Me, you, your partner, your friends, they have all gone through this. It's part of life. You doubt yourself, and the important thing is what comes out of it, because every feeling is temporary. Just like I mentioned, confidence can be temporary, it comes and goes. A moment of insecureness comes and goes as well, right? You're not always stuck in a rut, and you're not always at the top. That's life. It's a roller coaster, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful you're not gonna get the hang of it. You never get the hang of life. I don't think so, at least. But once you roll with the punches, once you flow and you understand that you have your good streaks and your bad streaks, I think it becomes much easier. In fact, when you're in the middle of a bad streak, you can just look forward to your next good streak, right? And that may be playing on high optimism, but hey, hell, if you're not being optimistic about your own life, who will be? I'm asking. It's a direct question. It's for you to reflect. If I'm not being optimistic about my future and my development and what I can be, my potential, who will be optimistic for you? Well, your mom, maybe, because she gave birth to you. But even your mom could be like, all right, man, listen, I can see you're stuck. You have my emotional support, but what else can I do for you, right? Or your partner. Only you can really inject that optimism in yourself and look forward to the good times. And when I say good times, I don't just mean partying and celebrating with your friends about your success. I mean the good times, meaning when you see the results of your progress. Only you can be optimistic about your life. And remember, everything is different stages. Everything is different stages. You might be in a relationship, you might be single, you might be in a new job position. Get excited. Optimism is the key word. Optimism. To answer the question that I was asked, everybody and anybody who needs help with their personal development journey, I'm here.